This work is all with Jonathan Conning, a theorist at Hunter College, part of the City University of New York. He's been thinking about property rights, corporations, corporate finance for a long time. He's been thinking about financial markets. So we've come together to create this research agenda. And the beginning point is a series of really straightforward results. And one of the biggest ones is microfinance isn't easy. We used to think that you just write down the right contract and let it go and all your problems get figured out. But it turns out that in practice, loan officers are doing a lot of work. They're meeting with clients, they're cajoling them, they're managing them, they're pressuring them. You really need loan officers to be out there doing their job. That means you got to worry a lot about the incentives you're giving to loan officers and the incentives that are working more broadly within organizations. That's really tricky because investors from the outside need to know that the money is being used well. And that creates a really interesting set of tensions. Number one thing that we see is that the idea of microfinance for many people is that you can become profitable and then you can become commercially viable and you can attract money from outside. That's a true story for some microfinance institutions. But it turns out that for institutions that are focused on the poorest households, where those loan officers are so important in building relationships, and you need to give them lots of incentives, it's not enough to just be profitable. You've got to make sure the incentives are in place. And it turns out that the institutions that are focusing on the poorest households tend to be most limited in creating what's called leverage. Right? Leverage is a corporate finance term, which means you have resources within an organization and you're able to attract money from outside. Right? That's the hardest for the institutions that in many ways we care most about, those that are working for the poorest. Take two microfinance institutions that have the same profit rates. They're identically profitable, but one's working with the poorest and one's working upmarket where the customers have more assets and are generally more secure. The one serving the poorest is going to have a harder time attracting capital from outside. The one serving better off customers is going to have an easier time simply because of the incentives within the institutions. We see this in the data, we see it in theory. We're going to keep on working on that agenda, trying to understand how profitability and leverage are a much, much more complicated equation than we've been led to believe. So one of the things that is most exciting to us is seeing what social investors and philanthropists can do. It's really interesting. You know, a lot of people think a philanthropist is something that's sort of in opposition to the commercial sector. You can either go commercial or you can go philanthropic based on subsidies. But the big thing that we're seeing in microfinance and other sectors is that in fact they're complementary. The philanthropists are necessary to absorb risk, to absorb some of the big costs, are necessary to attract the commercial investors. That's what most microfinance institutions look like. They're bringing in social investment money. That's allowing them to create terms that are going to be able to attract private sector money as well. They're really complementary. It's not an either-or choice. It's a both choice. And the philanthropists are a necessary part of this equation for the most part.